गं गणपतये नमः। ॐ 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 गं Ganapataye Namaha. Om Gam 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 Ganapataye Namaha.
Greetings, everyone, and welcome to our 5th day of chanting together here at PILLAI'S Center YouTube. And we are so happy to welcome everyone who is joining for the first time, and then those of you who have been joining from the beginning. It is a really powerful practice, as we've been hearing from the members throughout our journey. So again, it's the 5th day. It's Wednesday, August 5th, 2020. My name is Sucharita. For those of you who don't know me, wishing you all a warm welcome. So how is this call going to roll out? We are going to be watching a video message from Dr. Pillai. He's going to be sharing a teaching about Ganesha, how to honor him as the Siddhas have, and all the saints and sages and the masters who want to invoke the blessings of this successful being. He just gives us success instantaneously, and you will feel that inside of you. We're going to dive into a preparatory meditation after the video presentation, and we will then begin our chanting session. And our chanting is going to be with the sound Om Gam. And it's a mantra, meaning it's going to protect your mind from being distracted. It is going to be the seed of Ganesha that gets implanted into us 1,008 times in various parts of our body. We're going to be meditating a little bit as those sounds get into us. We'll radiate the vibration, the light. We'll imagine the light extending beyond the body, shifting from this third dimensional state of being into God only knows what dimension we will go to extract or absorb that energy that we will bring back to our conscious awareness of that place in our body that we're focusing on, and then feel the vibration coming from that dimension. So you'll hear me sing, imagine a white light or a light that's going out in all directions. Imagine the vibrations of Om Gam going out in all directions beyond the body, and then shift dimensions. And when we do that, we may even feel like we're having a physical experience where we are physically imagining that we are going into another state of consciousness, just like a rocket ship takes off and then the boosters go off the ship as it goes higher and higher into the space. So we're going to imagine ourselves letting go of whatever is no longer serving us. It's been pushing us to be a certain way, to see our lives in a certain way, karmically driven by the senses. So we see it, we hear, we feel it, we touch it, we taste it, and it's not the way we want it to be. There's obstacles everywhere. So we want to access Ganesha's intelligence, his consciousness, bring it back into our body. So we're not just chanting the mantra and hoping it all works out. We want to feel him. We want to know him. We want to be with him. We want to experience the miracle consciousness of Ganesha. Of course, Dr. Pillai's grace and blessings have guided all of our souls to join together and create a community from all around the world. So again, thank you for joining, and we are going to get started with Dr. Pillai's message about Ganesha as it is today.
I'm very happy to do this program for you on Ganesha Chaturthi's day. Ganesha is a very important god, not only in Hinduism but also in Japan. The worship of Ganesha in Japan is also very well known. Now, in order to understand Ganesha or any god, particularly in the Hindu concept, you have to know what the Hindus mean by God. The problem comes because of the word God, which is an English word. The word in Sanskrit is more helpful. The word for God in Sanskrit, there are many words, but the one that is predominantly used is Deva. Deva means a shiny being. So that says everything about what a God is. A God exists. It's not that it's some imagination of some religious people. He does exist, and then he is available only if you are able to connect with him, following the methods used by yogis and rishis, and who have given those methods and ways to connect with God to us. So a God within the Hindu context is a shiny being. So Ganesha is one like that. So he is available abundantly for people to experience him on his birthday. He has birthday too, like we all have birthday. He has birthday too because he was born on the fourth moon. The fourth moon is very sacred for Ganesha. So what it means is, during the fourth moon, there is special energy that will facilitate the experience of this Deva, the shiny being. This was the finding of the rishis and yogis and siddhas. And they also said that you could contact him if you are able to create a proper alliance of several things. We have to make several things to correspond. The fourth moon is very important. The fourth moon comes every month. That's also important for Ganesha, but once a year is the birthday fourth moon, which comes either in August or September. And that is the day he is predominantly available. What do you do on this day? Because of the astronomical positioning, you are able to get his energy very easily on this day. And people are thinking about him all the day. Ganesha's Chaturthi is very, very important because everybody, even mystics who are even sometimes radical and who have very radical positions on several rituals, themselves agree that Ganesha is so important, and because he has a special knowledge to remove obstacles. That is the most important thing. So everybody has to go to him in order to remove the obstacles. And so they don't do anything without calling on him, because the human mind is incapable of foreseeing any obstacle, and that's the experience of most all of us. So we start a project and we never could visualize the problem that is going to come in the middle of the project, and then, oh my God, I wish I had thought that, because that's why we have a saying, the hindsight is 20/20. But Ganesha could know and could foresee what the obstacles are ahead of time. So to have his energy is to gain that wisdom that otherwise is not available to us. So how to connect with this being, a shiny being like Ganesha, and then how to work with him, is what we have to learn on this Ganesha Chaturthi day. It is important that we take these things seriously and examine the nature of the worship of Ganesha. The simplest people who are not sophisticated, who are like common lay people, what they do is just on this day they just go and buy from the shop an image of Ganesha, which is made out of mud or clay, and then the statue is kept in the household for a couple of days, and then they just offer food that he likes. He likes special food like the chickpeas and some fried rice, grains, and then some special sweets along with sugar cane. They worship him with that, and then some special flowers that are available for him. So all these things are essential because these flowers have the ability, the special flowers of Ganesha, and also there's a Ganesha grass also. They are very, very essential to bring his energy into the place where he have kept his image. So it's what the common people do, the lay people do this kind of worship, and then after that they go and dissolve this in a river or the ocean. The whole idea is Ganesha takes upon himself your karma. So this is a karma-busting device. He takes up on himself the karma of the people who are worshipping him, and then when you dissolve his image, then the karma is dissolved. That is the practice that people do. Although it's a to me it's a technology. It's a tantric technology, which is quite scientific, and you find that very useful, practical. So we do that also in the ashram here. You can sponsor the clay image of Ganesha, and it will be named after you. This is John's Ganesha, Linda's Ganesha, and he absorbs all these karma of the individual.
So there we have it, the introduction about Ganesha. So Dr. Pillai's Grace and Blessings has brought us to this time period together where we're going to get into a meditation. We are going to feel the energy coming into the chakra system, the psycho-spiritual centers or energy wheels inside of our subtle body that corresponds with our physical body, our spinal column, and then all the energy centers are stacked up on top of one another in the subtle body. So we will experience that rising of the energy or the raising of the energy that Ganesha is in charge of. He's the one who opens up the portal for the Kundalini energy to explode inside of us. And then that energy rises up to the third eye, where we can then be connected with the divine beings in a more subtle manner. And then that is how we can get instantaneous blessings. So let's get settled in, and then we will do our chanting session right after that. And then once we finish that, we will come out of it. We will share about the Living Ganesha course, where Dr. Pillai is going to initiate us into 8 forms of very mystical Ganeshas. And that consciousness will wake up inside of us with the blessings of these initiations that will unlock the secrets of these types of Ganeshas that bring in the energy, the consciousness that we're looking for. So we shared about a few of them so far, and we'll continue on as we go along in this 21 days together. So settle in, close your eyes, put your attention internally. Imagine Ganesha's energy at the base of your spine, shooting up a beam of light or a ray of light up the spine, piercing all the energy centers, the chakras, going up through the brain, up through the skull, and into the space. Up, up, up. This light goes. Then imagine two beams of light entering your two eyes, two beams of light entering your nostrils, shooting up your nostrils, two beams of light entering your ears, piercing your eardrums, lighting up your brain, lighting up the inside of your head. Your face is heating up from the light. Another beam of light enters your mouth, pierces the tongue, lights up the tongue, the back of the throat, pours down the neck into the shoulders, the arms, the hands, the fingers are lit up. The light continues down the body, all the way down the legs and into the feet, even into the ground. We'll call on Ganesha to activate all this process. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha Nirvignam Kuru Kuru Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha Nirvignam Kuru Kuru Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha Nirvignam Kuru Kuru. Now imagine Dr. Pillai appears before you in a form you're familiar with or a light. This light emanating from his form envelops your whole body from head to toe. It penetrates into your physical being, your mental being, cleansing any negative emotions or thoughts that are disturbing you. His light enters your intellect, raises your intelligence so that you can commune easily with Ganesha. Feel the spiritual transmission enlivening your soul, heating your body up, healing your body, mind, and soul. Om Dram Dattatreya Shiva Baba Namaha. Feel your body from head to toe lighting up. Embrace the light. Allow it to penetrate your whole being. Om Dram Dattatreya Shiva Baba Namaha. Om Dram Dattatreya Shiva Baba Namaha. Make a prayer to Ganesha, make a prayer to Dr. Pillai, set your intention for their blessings, their energy, the intelligence to come into that area of your life where you need the obstacle removed the most. And we'll begin. Focus your attention on the base of your spine, at the tailbone area, in the pelvic region. Imagine a reddish orangish light radiating out in all directions. Om Gam, 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 Om Gam. Om Gam, 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 Om Gam. Om Gam, 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 Om Gam. Om Gam, 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 Om Gam. Om Gam, 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 Om Gam. Om Gam, 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 Om Gam. Om Gam, 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 Om Gam. Om Gam, 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 Om Gam. Om Gam, 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 Om Gam. Om Gam, Om Gam, Om Gam, Om Gam, Om Gam, Om Gam, Om Gam. Om Gam, Om Gam, Om Gam, Om Gam, Om Gam, Om Gam, Om Gam. Om Gam, Om Gam. Imagine the light reaching out beyond the body in all directions, releasing any negative congested energies that have been stuck, absorbing the blessings from Ganesha beyond this dimension. Shift dimensions. Move into the navel, center in the belly. Fill it with light and the sounds. Om Gam, 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 Om Gam. Om Gam, 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 Om Gam. Om Gam, 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 Om Gam. Om Gam, 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 Om Gam. Om Gam, 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 Om Gam. Om Gam, 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 Om Gam. Om Gam, 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 Om Gam. Om Gam, 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 Om Gam. Om Gam, 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 Om Gam. Om gam, 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 om gam. The light explodes beyond the belly in all directions. Shift dimensions. Move up to the heart center, middle of the chest. Fill it with light and the sound vibrations. Om gam, 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 om gam. Om gam, 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 om gam. Om gam, 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 om gam. Om gam, 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 om gam. Om gam, 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 om gam. Om gam, 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 om gam. Om gam, 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 om gam. Om gam, 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 om gam. Om gam, om gam, om gam. Feel the light explode beyond the heart center in all directions. Shift dimensions. And move up now to the throat and the mouth, the nostrils. Fill them with light and the sounds. Om gam, 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 om gam. Om gam, 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 om gam. Om gam, 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 om gam. Om gam, 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 om gam. Om gam, om gam, om gam, om gam, om gam, om gam, om gam. Om gam, 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 om gam. Om gam, 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 om gam. Om gam, 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 om gam. Om gam, 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 om gam. Om gam, 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 om gam. Om gam, 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 om gam. Om gam, 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 om gam. Om gam, 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 om gam. Om gam, 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 om gam. Om gam, 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 om gam. Om gam, om gam, om gam. Feel the light, imagine it radiating out in all directions. Shift dimensions. Move into the middle of your brain, the third eye. Fill it with light and the sounds. Om Gam, 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 Om Gam. Om Gam, 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 Om Gam. Om Gam, 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 Om Gam. Om Gam, 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 Om Gam. Om Gam, 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 Om Gam. Om Gam, 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 Om Gam. Om Gam, 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 Om Gam. Om Gam, 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 Om Gam. Om Gam, 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 Om Gam. Om Gam, 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 Om Gam. Om Gam, Om Gam, Om Gam, Om Gam, Om Gam. Imagine the light, feel it radiating out in all directions from the third eye, beyond the body, shift dimensions. Now move into the brain. Feel the whole brain, the front of the brain, the sides of the brain, the back of the brain, the middle of the brain. Light it up. Om Gam, 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 Om Gam. Om Gam, Om Gam, Om Gam, Om Gam, Om Gam, Om Gam, Om Gam. Om Gam, 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 Om Gam. Om Gam, 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 Om Gam. Om Gam, 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 Om Gam. Om Gam, 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 Om Gam. Om Gam, 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 Om Gam. Om Gam, 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 Om Gam. Om Gam, 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 Om Gam. Om Gam, Om Gam. Feel the light exploding beyond the brain in all directions. Shift dimensions. Now put your attention in the frontal lobe and ask Ganesha to reveal to you the von economo neurons in the anterior cingulate cortex. Ganesha will send you there. Feel the energy of altruism, the highest intelligence, super intelligence, compassion, mercy, Come alive in the Von economo neurons in your brain. Om gum, 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 om gum. Om gum, 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 om gum. Om gum, 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 om gum. Om gum, 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 om gum. Om gum, om gum. The light explodes beyond the brain in all directions. Shift dimensions. Move into the eyes. Light them up. Om gum, 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 om gum. Om gum, 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 om gum. Om gum, 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 om gum. Om gum, 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 om gum. Om gum, om gum, om gum. The light explodes beyond the eyes in all directions. Shift dimensions. Move your attentional energy up your nostrils. Imagine two beams of light shooting up the nostrils along with the sounds. Om gum, 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 om gum. Om gum, 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 om gum. Om gum, 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 om gum. Om gum, 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 om gum. Om gum, om gum, om gum. Om gum. Om gum. Move into the ears. Pierce the eardrums with two beams of light that enter the inside of your skull. Your brain lights up, your face lights up, your head lights up. Om gum, 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 om gum. The ears explode with light that radiates out in all directions. Shift dimensions. Move into the mouth. Imagine a light piercing the tongue, the back of the throat, the whole mouth. lights up. Om gum, 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 om gum. Om gum, 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 om gum. The light explodes beyond the mouth in all directions. Shift dimensions. Now the core of the body lights up, the arms and hands and fingers. Om gum, 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 om gum. Om gum, 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 om gum. Om gum, 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 om gum. Om gum, 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 om gum. Om gum, om gum, om gum. The light explodes beyond the body in all directions. Shift dimensions. Now the light pours down the legs, into the feet, into the toes, into the ground. Feel the energy of Ganesha stabilizing inside of you. Om gum, 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 om gum. Om gum, 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 om gum. Om gum, 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 om gum. Om gum, 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 om gum. Om gum, om gum. The light explodes beyond the legs in all directions. Shift dimensions. Now move your attention from the ground up through the body, through the feet, the legs, the pelvic region, the torso, the arms, up the neck, the head. Feel the aura around your whole body lighting up. Imagine again Dr. Pillai embracing your being, pouring light, love, and super consciousness into your body, mind, and soul. Awaken Ganesha. Om gum, 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 om gum. Om gum, 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 om gum. Om gum, 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 om gum. Om gum, 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 om gum. Om Gam, Om Gam, Om Gam, Om Gam, Om Gam, Om Gam. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Peace, peace, peace. Peace to the body, peace to the mind, peace to the soul. Peace to the environment, peace to the world. Make your prayer to Ganesha, Dr. Pillai, for bringing you here to experience the energy of the group from around the world collectively diving into the sounds Om Gam, so that you can feel the exponential effects of the sound and the light vibrations of this beautiful being who we're honoring and growing inside of us day by day, so that when it comes to Ganesha's birthday, we will explode. We will live Ganesha consciousness, removing all obstacles in a very mysterious and miraculous way. Thanks to the grace and blessings of Dr. Pillai. Namaste. So slowly, slowly come back to yourselves for those of you who need to go. Thanks for joining. We're going to share a little bit about living Ganesha for those of you who want to stay. And it is a really powerful course that Dr. Pillai has been guided to give to everyone on the earth plane, especially those people who are longing to be initiated into these teachings, very secretive teachings. So you can see up on the screen the dates for this program. And it begins on August 15th till the 22nd. So it's a daily initiation where Dr. Pillai is going to wake up inside of the people who are guided to come and explore Ganesha as he is in 2020. So Ganesha's been around forever, but we want to experience his consciousness in our lives. And this fourth Ganesha that we're going to share about today, that Dr. Pillai will initiate us into, is the Ganesha who enlists angels. So we're going to acquire the power to enlist the angels and the gods. So we know they're there, but how do we get them on our side? How do we get them into our life? So Dr. Pillai is going to share how Ganesha does that. Ganesha is the head of all the angels, and he is also an army general. So when you invoke him, he doesn't come by himself. He comes with his whole host of angels. And Dr. Pillai is going to teach you how to bring him and all his angels into your life. And bringing this particular Ganesha can help you to experience those angels just when you need it the most in your life. So that's one of the 8 Ganeshas that we have been sharing about since we started this. And so to receive this rare initiation during this peak time, Ganesha's birthday, Ganesha Chaturthi. Chaturthi means 4th moon. And then that consciousness is going to come into the earth plane full on. But how we will align with it is to be able to keep building his consciousness inside of us. And then we will do a dance. The human mind will dance with the divine mind. And we will experience that perhaps as we have been in these chanting and meditation sessions so far. Some people have been sharing about their miracles. So Ganesha is the Lord of beginnings, the Lord of the shortcuts and time. So his birthday is considered amongst the most auspicious times to remove karma and start a new destiny. So if you're destined for suffering and you feel like that's all you've been doing all your life and you feel like, oh my God, I'm cursed. You know, why are things always going sideways? Why can't I see the obstacles? Because we don't have Ganesha's blessing. So living Ganesha, you won't have obstacles. So this is the first ever 8 days of daily initiations for Ganesha's birthday. It has an incredible price point for it. So you can check that out on Pillai Center. And I believe that the link is posted to the video chat below. So once you take the Living Ganesha course, you get initiated by Dr. Pillai, there's going to be live coaching and community engagement calls. And I've just been informed yesterday that I'll be hosting that. So I'm very happy to be doing that for everyone. And then there's going to be very special Ganesha Fire Labs commissioned by Dr. Pillai. And then you'll have live access to the membership site and then private Facebook group where you can share your miracles with everyone who is in the program, and then share about how the various types of Ganesha are going to be showing you how the miracles are popping up in your life. And then it's always great to be experiencing that kind of consciousness and conversation, because it's not so easy to do in our everyday life. Hey, I know this elephant had a god and he just removed another obstacle for me. It's not really a everyday conversation, but if you join, then you have that access to that private group. And then there's some early bird discounts. That's going to be only until August 11th. That's why we're starting to talk about it, so that you will go and read and just see if Ganesha wants you to be a part of this. So you're going to get exclusive savings on Ganesha's birthday, up to 30% off. Wow, that's awesome. And then if you're an early bird, you get to say you get $100 off your enrollment. You get 1008 Ganesha mantra writing, where someone else does that proxy for you. So there's a couple of ways that you can participate. There's a Living Ganesha, and then there's the Premier program. And we shared about that last night, and someone asked the question, and they said by the end of the answer that I shared, they said, I'm in. I'm going to be in the Premier program, because it's Ganesha talking, not us. So that's what it is, and hope that you will check it out and see if that resonates inside of you, because it's something that will wake up and say, hey, you've been experiencing obstacles your whole life. You've been wasting money, time, energy, going here, going there. And when you get into these initiations with Dr. Pillai, the whole life changes, and it does every year. So it's not like, oh, you do it once, you do this initiation and it goes away. It's there, it's turned on, and it is beyond what you think the life is. Ganesha will do it so much better for you. It's always better when the divine steps in. So that's what it is that I wanted to share. I'm going to take a look at now the chat here and see what people have to say. Thanks, Radha, for being here and taking care of some of the conversation that's going on. So Magic is saying, Sucharita, when you offer a mango, what do you say? Om Gum. Simple. So whenever we offer anything, we are doing it with our heart. It doesn't really matter if we remember the mantra or we even remember what the deity is, the archetype is. You can just look at it and just melt inside, go from your head, which is all full of, oh, am I doing it right? Oh, what do I do? This is the Kali Yuga. So if you just show up, that's pretty much all you need to do. So you need to be with sincere, a sincerity in your being and your prayer for what it is that you want to offer this mango. So I think I have one here. Mango is this. Look, this one looks green. There's a red one at the Ganesha there behind me on the bookshelf. So you can even hold it in your hand and just pray, please Ganesha. I don't even remember what your mantra is, but since I've been joining the chanting, I'll just say Om Gam. And then you can say, please remove specific obstacle in your life. I really, if this could be the obstacle that gets removed, or the challenge that I faced my whole life, finances, relationship, health, issues that come and go, come and go, come and go. And it's like you never feel healthy or happy or satisfied. Maybe you have all that and you're on the spiritual path and you're going through your dark night of the soul. One time too many. So you want to get him to bust through those obstacles as well. So you can just then put it in front of him and leave it there for some time, maybe like that day. And then you can just take it back and say thank you. And then you can cut it and eat it. You can share it with your family or your friends, and they don't even have to know. There's stories where people have eaten Ganesha cookies or Ganesha offerings, and all of a sudden their life changes in a very miraculous way. So we never know what these spiritual tools will do for us. But there are no hard and fast rules with Dr. Pillai. Just do it with an open heart and total sincerity. Like, I have no clue about what to do. Please take this. This has supernatural powers that I couldn't even read about. I don't even know where to find that information. I don't even speak the language. But you know my heart and you know my soul, and I'm going to do this. So then you just get the blessings. Can also offer a coconut to Ganesha. Can do that as well. He loves it. And then you can go and take it and bust it. If you're offering it as a prasad, so you want it to be blessed, and then you're going to take it back and you're going to eat it, you can do that. Or if you want him to use it as spiritual surrogate technology, where he's going to absorb the negativity and all your challenges into the coconut, go smash it and then toss it into the woods or the backyard where maybe the animals will go and take it. Or you can throw it in the river or stream or ocean discreetly. You want to get rid of it, is what I'm saying. So people might say, wow, that's such a waste of money. What are you doing with your life? Bust coconuts and your whole life will change, and you'll say, wow, that was a small investment. For the return that I got in my life, where it did priceless things. So try those things out. People also say, I don't have a coconut. Can I give a lemon or lime? Sure. Why not? So that's surrogate technology. Instead of you absorbing all that negativity, then you imagine that object is Ganesha. And then that's his job, to absorb all your stuff that is no longer serving you and you just want to get rid of it. So you can do that. You can also offer Ganesha grass, which is called Durva, Durva, not Darbha, as in the ancestral grass that you offer. This is called Bermuda grass. And it's thinner than the Darba. Darba is thicker. So you can get this in, garden center. You can get it. It's Bermuda grass. And usually people don't like to grow Bermuda grass. But when they find out it's for Ganesha, they start growing it. So then you can just take even just one strand. And then you just have your little Ganesha, like this crystal Ganesha, and then you just hold it. And what Dr. Pillai says, it's like an antenna. It will just come in to this sacred object, and then you hold on to it, and it's just the alchemy or the metaphysics will take you on this journey with Ganesha, and you're just like, well, I don't really even know how it goes, but you will shift. your thinking will shift. And when your thinking shifts, your karma shifts. So we've got to do some pattern interrupt so that all these negative thoughts that are swirling around, especially during COVID time, it's not easy to come home and feel happy after being outside for some time, or to work with people who are really going through a tough time. They're depressed, they're angry, they're upset, they're control freaks because they're out of control. So they just are trying to control everything. And they're doing it in a way that is just out of survival anxiety. So when you have to work with people like that, or they're in your family, it's tough. So put Ganesha to work. This will do it. Durva grass. That's all you need to do, is just put it there. Then he likes different kinds of flowers. Hibiscus is one of them. So I think that Radha is going to share a link, or has shared that already, of the favorite flowers of Ganesha. If you can just get one of them, or if you can't get any of them. And then he likes kind of these colors. So like, orangish red, and, even this color, pink, purple, yellow. He's not too particular. Just do it with your heart and soul. And then if you have ghee lamp, you can offer that. Light and incense. If you get the Pillai Center incense, planetary incense, you can give him, you can light the Ketu incense, which has the special herbs that resonate with Ketu's energy. And Ketu is this planetary influence that's associated with the south node of the moon, which represents your mind. So it's a very spiritual energy, and Ganesha is associated with that energy. Or the sun. The sun is also an energy that's associated with Ganesha. So Radha has posted the favorite flowers for Ganesha. There's a link there on the chat. Melba is saying here, thank you for communicating what I've in fact been experiencing, and my observation of myself. My pure heart and gratitude has provided me an opportunity to upgrade myself and self-esteem. That's what living Ganesha is all about, Melba, is to bring us to our highest self-esteem. It's not like pumping up our chest and going, whoa, look at me. That's a little bit, ego driven, in the sense that it's the lower self-esteem. So Ganesha takes us out of that even, and then puts us into our divine self-esteem. We can't kill our ego. It would, then we'd be dead. So we want to get into a divine ego. So he brings us up, our energy up from the base of our spine, up through the chakras, radiating out anything that's no longer serving us, popping into the third eye, and we're opened up to the heavens. So Magic is asking, which direction should I face when I chant Om Gum? That's a good question. You can chant Om Gum in the eastern direction, so you're facing the east, or facing the north or the northeast. Those are really powerful directions for success and money and enlightenment. So face those directions if you can. So you can just get your app out on your phone, hold it there, and see where north, northeast, or east is, and then you're facing that direction, wherever the red arrow is pointing. And then you can chant away. Now, some people say, well, in the daytime, you can face those directions, but in the nighttime, when the sun sets, you face the other direction. But you don't have to get into all that. I'm just saying that that's another option. So, but you can't go wrong with facing the east, northeast, or north, because you want to experience all that manifesting energy. How long can you keep the grass? You just offer it, for the day. If you're just going to do one puja a day, then for the day, and then you just can put it in the yard or put it in organic waste. Throw it in a river. I buy it in like a package like this. from the Indian Arch in the Store in my local area. But if you can grow it, then you can have it there and do it yourself. So grass is like, it grows like grass. It's fast growing. So if you have that place or that ability to do that, you can then, you know, pluck many all day long. And that's what I do too, is I don't limit it to just one puja a day. I will just be putting these on all the Ganeshas in my house as I'm moving around and say, okay, I need your help right now for this particular situation. Find me a shortcut. Find me a way out. Oh my God, I have a miracle. This is what we're going to do here too. How about this, everyone? For these 21 days, we want to have a miracle every day. So my miracle today was I was went outside with my dog, taking her for a walk. And I ran into my neighbor who was right next to me. And usually when I get out of the house, I put my key in the garage where it will be there when I get back and I can open my door. So as it turned out, I was engaged in a conversation with my neighbor who he had delivered some really tough news about his cancer. And I was so immersed in listening to him. He's a young guy. He's maybe 20 years younger than me. And it's kind of sad. But anyways, he just said, it's gone into my brain. So I was instant, just quiet, like internally, Om Gam, Om Gam, Om Gam, help him to find a way out. This is just, he's got a young kid, a wife, you know, his whole life ahead. So this is, you know, but he's very positive and he's, you know, he just said, I'm sorry if I was, you know, ornery the other day, because he, you know, when he's going through the chemo and the radiation and he can't see because it's impacting his visual cortex, the cancer has blocked it. So he was kind of freaking out. He couldn't see for a few days. So I was so immersed in this conversation, and I'm also at the same time, I'm calling on Ganesha and I'm asking Dr. Pillai, like, this isn't right. People, this is not right, you know. And so then I lost my key. I went off in the conversation. I said, okay, God bless you. And, you know, he went off. And then I took the dog for a walk, and I was gone for maybe like a half an hour. And I came back, I noticed, oh, no key. Whoa, go to the garage, no key. Oh my God. So I walked back and I said, Om Gam, Om Gam. So for about 45 minutes, I was chanting Om Gam and I was saying, I believe in miracles. I believe so much in miracles that I am going to find my key in this field of grass and weeds. Oh my God. And I found it. So this is what is real. This is so Ganesha. So he makes us to be really alert. Now I will know, okay, even if I'm engaged in a very serious conversation, I have to have my wits about me and call on Ganesha to like snap me out of that. And then as I'm going on in my day, be very clear about what I need to do and not be caught up in what just happened. So there were many valuable lessons. And then I just was so grateful to Ganesha that I didn't freak out or get mad or feel like, why did I stop and talk to that guy? I was thinking I could have been doing all of that. But Ganesha just kept me so focused. He wants us all to have success, even when we mess up. So please, everyone, ask Ganesha for your miracle. You want a miracle a day. And then after that, I had so many miracles, like so many things that went right. And then it was just, I kept thinking about our next door neighbor and kept asking the divine if it's in his karma to find a way to get a cure for his cancer. At least a good treatment where he's not burning up from all this radiation and chemo and things like that. Amelia is saying, do we need to wash the grass before we offer it? You can, yeah. But Claire is saying, I have a lot of vibrations when chanting. Good. Then you're in the energy. The light waves and the sound waves come together, and then they just create this explosion in us, and it boosts up or lifts up our energy. So the vibrations are there, and enjoy them. And then they will calibrate with your energy. So then you will feel like, oh, I'm able to be elevated in my consciousness or raise my energy level, even if I am faced with challenges. Would it be okay to light a mango scented candle? Absolutely, Carolina. That's very creative. So people may not always be able to get ghee lamps going, and they're pretty tricky. So you've got to be careful, as we mentioned in the previous calls. Candles are fabulous. Just be alert. But if you could get a mango scented candle, then Ganesha is telling you, hey, I want mango. Faraz is saying, Ganesha is navigating me through a very new and unknown zone every day, but an awesomely adventurous one of creation. I believe in miracles. Om gum gum gum. It is. We must. We can't just be chanting or praying to some amorphous figure in our imagination. That's what Dr. Ply says. They are real. So I have to get out of my way to allow success to happen in every moment, not just someday down the road. Right now, I need a way out. If I didn't come home, or if I wasn't able to get into the house until I could get a friend to come and help me out with the key situation, bash through the window, I don't even know. Like, that wasn't going to be a good reality for anyone. And then how long would that take? I probably missed this call, which is not a good idea. So I was going through the scenarios of the possibilities of what could happen. But then I just said, no, that's just so silly. Ganesha, you've got to get me there. Get me to that exact spot in that big field over there. And I will keep at it, keep focused on it. I will say your mantra. I will keep looking. And my eyesight isn't great. And in the grass, there it was, one key. Oh, what? So Julietta saying, you are Ganesha angel. Everybody is. Everybody is. Just know that when you are faced with a challenge or a struggle, or you've got to have a conversation with someone, and you're just like, oh my God, I'm not prepared for it, or I don't like these kinds of conversations, he will find a way out. He will cancel the call. He will make you to get a shortcut, or will get delayed when you're really prepared. So just call on Ganesha. He's the one. He's the one who puts obstacles in our way. So we call on him. So please do that. Every day, expect a miracle. Melba saying, intuitively, when you mentioned that you lost your key, I smile because you functioned as a key for your friend. Aw, that's so sweet. Yeah, and we never know what the divine wants to do for us in any given moment in time. I could have said, hey, dude, I got to go. I got things to do. But this was a moment where the compassion of the elephant, the von Economo neurons that are in elephants, as Dr. Ply shared about Ganesha and the elephants, where the compassion just takes over. Your logic isn't there. You are insignificant in that moment. That the divine wants to come in and do what the divine needs to do. So perhaps losing the key was a bit of a karmic exchange, but it was also a very powerful teaching tool for me. We have to be more alert in our lives about everything that tries to knock us off of our path. So I'm just scrolling up to see if I've missed any of the questions. Magic is saying, I've tried a couple of times to use the coupon LG25 off and it didn't work. Is the coupon still available? I'm in Wealth Acceleration Program. Well, for one thing, you've just shared a coupon code in a public setting. So God bless everybody who's going to do that. So maybe what you can do is send an email to office@plycenter.com and get that sorted out. Magic. Okay, it looks like I've gone through the chat. If I didn't and you have a burning question or shared experiences, please copy and paste it again. When is the day to break the coconuts? Oh, it's tomorrow. Well, every day you can break coconuts, but the fourth moon is tomorrow. And bring your coconut, everyone. And if you can't get a coconut, depending on where you are in the world, you may not be able to. So grab a lemon or a lime and we'll go through coconut busting fourth moon. This call is going to align with, and it's also a very powerful time because it also aligns with Dr. Pillai's birth star. And he is so immersed in Ganesha consciousness, like we're going to explode. So that will be super. Thanks for sharing. Elizabeth is saying here, magpies have been gathering outside my room where I meditate. They are so loud. On 3 occasions, including tonight, I asked Ganesha to get them to move along. I chanted and they left. Not kidding. That's what I mean by Ganesha puts those obstacles in our way, and either we'll suffer through it or we'll say, Ganesha, can you just move this now? And even if he doesn't, okay, so he did for Elizabeth, but even if he doesn't, like for me, I'm just about to go outside on my lovely porch. It's a lovely summer day. It's not too hot. And I sit down, I'm just going to do my meditation, and the lawnmower starts next door. And then it fires up everyone else's lawnmower mysteriously. So either I sit out there and meditate in that and try that out. Dr. Pillai used to have us meeting him in Queens. I used to drive down in the middle of the night from Toronto all the way down to Queens, New York. And by the time I arrived, it was morning. And it was right by the airport. So there would be jets flying and the whole house would be shaking where the teaching was going on. And I'm just like, God, this doesn't seem like meditation. But it was perfect because it was a teaching of, where are you? Are you worried about external forces? Are you paying attention to that? Or are you paying attention to what's going on inside of you? So it's a very powerful practice either way. Okay, if you don't take it away from me, I guess I got to really go deep and connect with Ganesha consciousness. And then, it went away. Claire is saying here, I locked my key in the car to do a cop passed at the same time. That is a blessing. Okay, cool. Did the cop help you? I'm reading that again. I locked my key in the car. What do you say when you break the coconut? Holmes, I'm going to ask you. What are you chanting? Om Gum. You can say Om Gum. So it's not super hard to figure out what to do with Ganesha because he will guide you. So right now you're being guided with the sounds Om Gum, and he's planting those sound vibrations inside of you. So you want to say it so that you hear yourself and you feel the sounds of your voice radiating inside of your head, inside of your body, inside of your chakra system. And the more you do that, you can say it out loud, You can say it internally. You can just immerse yourself in one of the audios that Dr. Pillai has shared on YouTube, or if you join this group, this community, there are free downloads to Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. What are Ganesha cookies made of? So when Dr. Pillai says Ganesha cookies, they are actually sweets or treats that Ganesha loves. So modaka is, or modakam or modak is M-O-D-A-K, I believe that's the spelling. Then you can just look it up. It's got jaggery sweets, and then I think it's got some sort of grains, flour grains, and he loves it. Then there's the glubjamans, which are just like some doughy thing with soaked in honey, and you just and you feel Ganesha in you. So that's when Dr. Pillai says cookies, it's those. Magic is saying, I chant Om Gam when I'm stuck in traffic and it always works. Yeah, exactly. So wherever you're stuck, then Ganesha has put you there, or put that situation there in your life, perhaps maybe for your whole life, and you haven't called on him yet. Once you do, then the doors open, like, you know, things happen. Someone here who is part of this program said, you know, I had a situation where it was going to interfere. I had a family visit, and it was going to interfere with what I needed to do as far as coming to these chanting sessions. And I didn't want to miss the chanting session. And then the whole family gathering date changed. That's what Ganesha does. How do I use Om Gam with Shrim Brazi? You can pray to Ganesha first, Om Gam, and then you can do your chant. You can just do 108 or 1008 or meditate on it, and then go do your Shrim Brazi after that. Okay, so we'll wrap it up, because this has been a lively conversation. And thank you so much for joining, everyone, and participating full on, asking your questions and sharing your messages of gratitude. That is the best attitude to have, because when we're grateful, we're full of greatness. And when we have that greatness, that energy of being so great and full of it, full of gratitude, then Dr. Pillai, all the divine beings will say, hey, I can work with you. You're on the right track. So attitude of gratitude, even for the terrible situations in your life, like I was like, God, I'm so grateful for my health. I'm bummed out about my key, but let's just, you know, pray for this guy and just keep praying, keep calling on Ganesha, and everything is going to work out. So let's wrap it up. Thanks everyone for joining. You're awesome. We'll see you tomorrow for fourth moon. OMG, the energy is going to be so strong. Please check out the Living Ganesha, the celebrations that are offered through Pillai Center. You can participate in proxy on Ganesha's birthday. You don't want to miss it. It's once a year, and your whole year changes. Your whole life changes. Everybody in your life changes. That's what Ganesha does. And it keeps getting better and better. So yes, Katie, you can eat the mango after. You can even share it with your friends and family members and watch them experience miracles in life. Although you don't have to say, I offered this to an elephant-headed being with a pot belly and he rides a mouse. Don't say that. Just say, hey, you want some fabulous mango? So that's it. See you tomorrow. God bless you all. Thanks so much, Radha, and everybody here who participated in helping out with this chat and supporting everyone. Keep smiling, keep chanting Om Gam. God bless Dr. Pillai to always guide us to be in the right place at the right time, getting the blessings. Namaste.